Good morning, Team Adams 14. I just want to make a quick couple housekeeping announcements here. So, we want to respect the facility that we have here. So if you are drinking coffee, water is allowed in here, coffee is not. Also, food is not allowed in here. So if you want to kind of drink your coffee real quick, like there's nothing in there, you can do it at this time. So I just want to welcome back Team Adams 14. We have over 1,000 Adams 14 team members here today, and everyone is looking really good out there. My name is Jesse Martinez, and I am Adams 14. My name is Jesse Martinez, and I am a manager of family and community engagement here in Adams 14. Together, we have a great and incredible opportunity to educate, inspire, and empower our students and families here in Adams 14. What do we have? We have an incredible opportunity to do that. What do we have? To educate, inspire, and empower. So what is that again? Educate, inspire, empower. Where's your signs? Educate, inspire, or empower. All right. So I know we can do it because we believe in better. And that is the theme this year that we're having, that we believe in better. So what do we believe in? We believe in? All right. So let's see if we get some rowdiness with our schools here. So let's get this day started. Are you guys ready? All right, I don't see no school spirit here. Woo-hoo. I just want to say, Kearney, BJ, Principal BJ over there. She's out for some competition this morning, so come on, schools. Do I got an elementary that's like a Kearney out there? What about our high schools? High school? All right, and what about our preschools? We can't forget our preschools. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the presentation of the colors of the Marine Corps JROTC Color Guard from Adams City High School. Please remain standing until the color guard leaves the room. Thank you, and please have a seat. Good morning, everyone. I would like to introduce Angela Herrera. She is a junior at Adams City High School, and she will be giving us a morning speech here.
Buenos días, personal de Adams 14. Mi nombre es Ángela Herrera y yo soy Adams 14. Yo voy entrando a mi tercer año aquí en la preparatoria Adams City y no podría ser más orgullosa de tener el título de una águila. Good morning, Team Adams 14. My name is Angela Herrera and I am Adams 14. I am a junior at Adams City High School and I couldn't be more proud to be called an eagle. I am the president of the junior class and student council, and I am also a part of the ROTC program. Apart from being a part of the mentioned activities, I still have time for the advanced courses I will be taking this year, such as AP Language and College Algebra. Although being this busy can be overwhelming at times, I am grateful for the opportunity of having to be involved in activities that challenge me and make me set the example for others. Today, there is pride in being called an eagle. If you would have asked people a couple of years ago, you might have heard about that high school's bad reputation. But times have changed, where students have pride in their school and believe in its success. ACHS students care, and through their tenacity and determination, they are rising above to show what we can do. For example, the ACHS class of 2016 had the most graduating seniors that it had had in a while, and the class of 2017 collectively received about $2.3 in scholarship and grant money. I would like to thank all of you who are returning this school year and who are committed to Adams City High School and Adams 14. Sometimes it can be hard to teach at schools like ours, but you guys are being committed and rolling up your sleeves to help students succeed. On behalf of all Adams 14 students, I thank you. I would also like to welcome those of you who are new to this district with very open arms. Even with there having been other teaching opportunities, you all decided to come work for our district. Welcome to Commerce City. I hope that you will have a great experience here teaching and just being a member of this loving and humble community. Lastly, I'd like to finish with an inspiring quote from my sister that will stick with me my whole life. If your dreams don't scare you, then they are not big enough. She tells me to always reach for what you aim for and to not let others bring you down. Because once you achieve what you set your mind to accomplish, no one, and I mean no one, will ever be able to take this moment away from you. Antes de dejarlos hoy, quisiera darles un decido que mi hermana me dijo que siempre se quedará conmigo. Si tus sueños no te dan miedo, no son lo suficientes grandes. Siempre alcanza para lo que quieras y no dejes que otros te desprecien, porque una vez que logres lo que pones tus ojos, nadie, y quiero decir que nadie, te podría quitar este momento. Thank you all so much for giving me the honor to speak here today, and I wish all the best for a successful school year. Les quisiera dar muchas gracias por darme el honor de hablarles hoy en este día tan importante, y ojalá que tengan un buen resto año escolar. Thank you.
Now, join me in welcoming Jennifer Carrillo, senior at Adams City High School.
Buenos días, equipo de Adams 14. Mi nombre es Jennifer Carrillo y yo soy Adams 14. Este año es mi último año en Adams City High School y estoy muy emocionada por tener la oportunidad de terminar mi carrera como una estudiante en ACHS y busco tener un mejor futuro. Good morning, Adams 14 team. My name is Jennifer Carrillo and I am Adams 14. This year, I will be entering my last year at Adams City High School as a senior. I am excited about the opportunity to be ending my year as a student at ACHS and look forward to my future ahead. I have never been prouder to be a student of ACHS and of this district. We have come along so much as a community, and hopefully we continue to progress together. As an incoming senior, At ACHS, I have accomplished so much as a student already. Currently, I stand as a valedictorian of my class, and I was promoted to be the new Cadet Battalion Commander for our ROTC program here at the high school. After high school, I plan to attend a four-year institution, hopefully out of state. My goal is to attend the University of Notre Dame in Indiana, where I hope to major in computer science. I want to give back to my community and make a difference. I want to be a role model and break typical stereotypes. I want to rise above and motivate others that they too can accomplish anything they set their mind to. I aspire to get my education paid for so my mother does not have the pending debt. Just as those who have helped me and never give up on me, I'm determined to pay it forward. I want to make those who believed in me proud because they are the ones who push me to keep working hard, if not harder, each and every day. I want to take a moment and thank all my teachers who I've had the pleasure to meet with in this district. I would not be here if it wasn't for you. And I want to give my biggest thank you to Lieutenant Colonel Heary for being my biggest supporter in and out of school. With that being said, everything I do and hope to achieve from this point forward is in honor of your dedication to educate, inspire, and empower students to dream big and reach their potential. This district will get better with the hard work from everyone, from our teachers, staff, parents, and even students. So don't give up because you are the ones who inspire us to dream big. Once again, thank you for your commitment and have a great school year.
At this time, I would like to bring up school board member David Rolla.
Just like to thank Jesse for putting me up here in front after these two young ladies and their speeches. So I hope I can live up to their standards that they have produced, but not just their standards, the standards of District 14, because it is you, as they mentioned, are the ones that are teaching them. As of now, I'd like to say good morning, Team 14. It's so good to see you here. And I know as I was standing out in the hallway waiting for you to come in, a lot of you were enthused. And I hope that enthusiasm doesn't die throughout the year, because you must, to do this job, you must be very, very enthused. So, as Mr. Martinez mentioned, my name is David Rolla, and I am the president of the school board of District 14. And I am also a member of District 14, probably longer than anyone else that is here. I have been a member of District 14 for over 60 years. I went to Alsop Elementary, so yay, Alsop. There's your cheer, Mr. Martinez. So, also I was a member of Adams City Middle, or at that time, Adams City Junior High. So, and then lastly, I was at Adams City High School. Not the new one, but the old one across the tracks. So I have been here quite a while. But my colleagues, my peers that are with me on the school board have also a lot of history in this district. They are too graduates of Adams City. They are too residents of this community for a long, long number of years. I won't tell you what years they graduated because that'll give out their age. So this time I'd like to introduce Vice President Connie Quintana. Also like to at this time introduce Secretary of the Board, Mr. Timio Archuleta. We also had two board members that couldn't make it today because they had to work for them, but they're at work. And that is Mr. Harvest Thompson. who is the director of, or the treasurer of the board. Then we have Mr. Joe Dryling, who is also a product of District 14, who's a director. On behalf of the board, as I mentioned earlier, welcome. Welcome to our district, which I believe is one of the best districts in the state, if not the nation. Even though we have our problems with the turnaround system, I still believe that we are one of the best, and there's good products of the young ladies that came up and spoke before you of the job that you are doing. So, I wish you well this school year. I know you can do it. We have faith in you because we have selected the best of the best of the best, and that is what you are. You are the best. Many, many of you come to the school knowing, or this district, I should say, knowing that you have a challenge. And that's what teaching is all about, challenges. Anybody can work when you have all the good crops, but the work is when you can produce and you sit back in 20 years and one of these young ladies or young men come to you and say, thank you. You know you have done it. And if you could save a handful of people this year, you have done your job. And I hope next year at this time, while we're up here in front, that we have no new teachers, unless they retire. But hopefully we will have, all of you will like your job and you'll get us out of turnaround and make us proud to be where we're at. Because without you, we're not going to do it. So at this time, good luck to you. We wish you well. And like I said, the board is very, very excited to have you aboard. Thank you.
Now, join me in welcoming our superintendent, Dr. Javier Abrego.
Thank you, Jesse. Welcome, Adams Team 14. Are you out there today? Good. Thank you for being here today. Thank you. And as I spoke to the high school yesterday, I just tell everyone I'm your superintendent, but I'm a former coach, so sometimes you see that coaching come out. So don't be surprised today if you get a little different message. But number one is I hope that everyone had a wonderful summer. You enjoyed your time with your family and friends, and that's very, very important to do. So continue to do that. But this year, I look forward to a very, very exciting school year. Change is here. We're going to do great things this year. I guarantee you that. As we begin the new school year, I just want to thank everyone here for your commitment to our families, to our students, and to our community. Your dedication and passion is unmeasurable, so thank you very much. And please know that you are always greatly appreciated by your superintendent, by your board, by our community. Thank you, teachers, so much, and all staff members. As you know, I've served 1 year as your superintendent, and we've had some challenges here. When the board brought me on, they said, Dr. Abrego, we have some small challenges. We do, but you know what? It's a great opportunity. Challenges are just opportunities, so I really welcome these, and I just want to thank everyone because I think working together, we're going to show the state who we are. So number one is, as you know, I came to you from Arizona. I was retired, but I read about this school district that was underperforming, and you know, I had a little success in Arizona. We moved schools from D to an A in 2 years, and I go, well, let me go to this Carmen City and find out what's going on. So I'm here because I'm going to give you everything I have to improve our schools. And as a coach, it's like winning a state title when we move all our schools up, we have won, and that's exactly where we're heading this year and each year. So we're going to get there. And how are we going to get there? We have a team, and I'm very fortunate that when I got here, great people. We have everyone in this room has to contribute, but these are the people that are helping us move our district to another level. So at this time, I'm going to introduce the departments from our ESS team. When I call your department, if you would please stand so everyone in the audience knows who you are. We have the adult learning team. Where are you? Please stand. They're in the back. We also have assessment and evaluation, and it's hard for me to see, but communications. Where's my communications? Good. Some are way in the back. Culture and climate. They're around. I can't see them. Education Foundation, who's always helping us. Way in the back, I see you. The English Language Development and Biliteracy Department. Federal programs, keep bringing us that money. Where's federal programs? Financial services, when we need money, we go to them. Thank you, financial services. Human resources. And they've got a big task. Nutrition services. Thank you so much. Operations. We have a lot of people in the back. Student services. Thank you. Teaching and learning. Technology. And of course, our transportation department. If they don't bring the kids, we can't work. So thank you so much to all of our departments. And remember, the theme again is believe in better. That's the whole key. No matter where you're at, keep moving up to another level. That's how we get there. But where we were at last year is through your hard work and dedication, we were able to write a turnaround plan that was approved by the state board unanimously. When they voted, it was 7-0. They said, go ahead and implement your plan. So we're very grateful to all the people that helped us write that plan. But now we're at the second phase. They did give us a year, implement the plan, and this is probably the key for this year. I want everyone to know. We have that plan. That plan is going to be monitored by the Colorado Department of Education. They were already at the high school yesterday. We saw them. Our school board is going to be walking around and making sure that we're all doing what we're supposed to do. I'm going to be there, but it's because we wrote the plan. Now it's time to make that plan come to life. So that's what we will be doing this year. So we're going to do it. We've got the plan. We've got the plan for the district. We've got the plan for the high school. And all we have to do is everyone work together to make sure that we get to that next level. And I think when I was at the high school and they asked the question, you know, we have all these plans. What do we got to do to get them go away? They said, reach improvement. If you get to improve performance, everything goes away. Sounds pretty easy, but we're going to do that this year. But we're off to a great start. I know that there's sometimes a lot of negative things that are out there in the news media about our district, but that's not us. I tell people, make sure we accent all the positive. We're Adams 14. So I know we're going to get to where we're going because I'm going to share some part data with you about our district. This is what we have been doing. And again, I want to thank all the people that are helping us get there because it's very, very important. But one thing that is going on in our district is that we're moving up. We may not be where we want, but we're moving up and we're getting better and better in all of these areas, little by little. And the district continues to show growth. And that is important because if we're growing, we're getting better. And again, everyone out there, it's because of you. All the schools are doing their part, and that's what it's all about. But I want to thank all the people, Chief Academic Officer, for helping putting that team together and writing that plan. It was important. And I don't know if people know how important that was, because it's like a gimme. The state says you have to choose a pathway. Do you want us to close your school? No. Do you want to become a charter school? Of course not. Do you want us to partner you up with other districts? No. So the pathway we chose was an external partner. The external partner is beyond textbooks. And I think that people have received training. It's a good thing for our district. It's going to help us. But with this turnaround plan, I want to share the most important components with you. And again, we told the state board, these are the things we're going to do, and we had to promise. We're going to ensure that we have effective systems of support, and we also reorganized our administrative team at the ESS and also at school levels. So that was a very important item. To know where we are at, we conducted a thorough analysis of the district's barriers, which impeded academic achievement. What are some of those barriers? And you know what they are, but a high turnover rate, right? We need consistent leadership at all levels. We need people that are going to stay here for 5 years or more. So teachers, if we want to improve the scores, we need everyone here. Principals, administrators, everyone, all the staff. We need you to commit to Adams 14 and be here for the long haul. We also had inconsistent implementation with best first instructions, and we're addressing that. We improved our calendar. And the high school also has focused on systems that are going to stay there for many, many years. So thank you. Those are the things we need. Those are the core. Other things that are in our plan, in previous school districts, I was able to encounter a framework that really helped. I was in one district and it moved it up, brought it to another district and moved it up. So guess what? It's here now at Adams 14. It's called Beyond Textbooks. It's not real difficult, but it is going to move up our district, I guarantee you. And all we have to do is implement it with fidelity. That's all I ask. So that's very important. And all Beyond Textbooks is, it provides a comprehensive system of curriculum, assessment, and interventions. If you have those three pieces, I don't care where you're at, you're going to be successful. So that's very, very important. And just so you know, Beyond Textbooks is going to be at the high school, 9th and 10th grade. It's going to be at Central, and it's going to be at Rose Hill. And so that is where we're going to start. We're going to monitor the progress. If it's successful at those schools, then we're going to expand it. And we do have two of the schools that are participating, and that is going to be Hanson and Kemp, because they're fifth graders. The key was to get their fifth graders, because now when they get to the middle school, all those students will have participated in Beyond Textbooks. So when they get to sixth grade, they'll all have that practice and that framework. So that was very, very important. But we're getting there, and we're going to make it. The third step is that, as a district, we're on the accountability clock. It's the district and Adams City High School. And I told Adams City High School, we're going to make it, because if you make it, we make it. So we're going to support each other, work together, and make sure they have success. So again, I commend you, because they were here all summer. They did an awful lot of work, and I guarantee you, toward the end, when we start talking and cheering, they're going to have success. They're not going to move to improvement in 1 year. And that's not a bad thing, because they're going to skip that step, improvement, and they're going to go straight to performing. Remember that. So when you want to know a little bit more about our turnaround plan, because I'm not going to give you everything today, it's on our website. Just go on StarNet, and you can see the whole plan. So it's important that everyone knows where we're going. And I told you, as a superintendent, I'm a coach. The board gives me goals, and I look at their goals, and I just go, we can do better than that. So this is where I said to the board, this is where we are going. This is where we're going to get to. So if you look at our goals, this is where Adams 14 will be at the end of next school year. By the end of 2018, Adams 14 will attain all schools will be improvement or better. If we do that, the state is gone. We have no more sanctions on us. So again, we're going to do it. We have the people in this room to do that. And then we move on to the next year, 2019. By 2019, all of our schools are going to be performing. That's the top. You can't get higher than that, so that's where we will be. And guess what? When we accomplish those two things, we're going to have a district that is accredited with distinction. So make sure you know where you're going. Make sure every school helps us get there. Make sure you have a plan, because that is where we're going, and that's where we're going to be. And school board, I'm telling you, I will do everything in my power. You've got the right people in the room, so all we need is your support. So thank you, and let's thank the school board, because this is very important. When I got here, I said to them, school board, I looked at your budget. We don't have any money in curriculum instruction. And I said, can you help us? After that meeting, they put $1 million, $500,000 into technology, and $500,000 in curriculum instruction. That's what we need from our school board, so thank you. They've also done many other things, and I thank you, school board, because we're going to move up the accountability, and we're going to need your help on certain things. As far as the READ plans, when I got here, I had our people look at the READ plans, and we were going the wrong way. We had, like, this year, 600 kids were on READ plans. The next year was 800 kids, and then the next year was 1,000. And I said, we're going the wrong way. You're supposed to be decreasing them. So our goal is that we're going to decrease students on the reading plans by 20% each year. So instead of going up, we're going to go from 1,000 to 800 to 600, keep going down, because we don't want students on READ plans at the middle school or high school. You know that's not the way it's supposed to be. So again, we have a team that's addressing that challenge, and we're going to get there. So that's very important. As far as Park, all we could do is do our best. So all I ask, continue to increase the number of students passing Park tests. Just keep going up. That's what we want. And then our other goal is, let's be at the state average or surpass the state average. And if you look at the state average, they're not that much higher than us. They're not. So make sure you understand those numbers, and make sure that we're all doing that. And HR department, we need you, because when we got here, I heard we had 150 teachers we hired this year. The next year was 100. This year, we got it down to 70, but that's not low enough. We want to keep going down. So again, teachers, we need you. All the staff, we need consistent. If we have consistent leadership, everything gets better. If we have principals that will stay at their schools, if we have teachers, assistant superintendents, and so forth, that's called sustained leadership, and that's how you make positive change. So HR, I want you to let's keep bringing those numbers down, okay? That's what we need. Thank you so much. So that's where we're heading. And as you hear from Mr. Bola, you're going to hear from Dr. Brego and everyone else, we're not satisfied with just being mediocre. If we do everything we say we're going to do to our school board, get all our schools off of improvement or to improvement or better, if we become that district with distinction, we're sure to be one of the top 5 districts in Colorado, so that's where we're heading. We want to be one of the top districts, the highest performing districts in Colorado, so keep sending that message out, because that's what we're going to keep telling our parents. Your kids go to the best schools in the state. So you have to have a plan on how you're going to get there, and these are just important things that I want everyone to understand. To achieve our goals, number one is we all need to work together as one team. Very, very important. You know, if you're a basketball coach or a football coach or any kind of coach, everyone has to work together to win. So that's very, very important. But this is also important. I want all the staff members, not just the principals or my data people. I want everyone to understand data, to know how to analyze it. When we get those PARCC scores back, take your group and look at it and keep asking why. Find those gaps. Why didn't this group succeed? Because that's going to be very important. And I don't just want all our staff, I want our governing board, because yesterday we were sitting down together trying to set goals, and I said, we've got to really understand the data, because, you know, if we're going to set realistic goals, I want our board to understand the graduation rate, the dropout rate, how it's formulated, so that when we make goals, we make sure that we are making realistic goals and know where we're going. And I want you to always remember these numbers. That framework gives you your rating, right? Right now, many schools are in priority improvement, but how do you get to improvement? There's a certain score you have to hit, a certain score you have to attain. The number to get to improvement, which is like a C or B, is plus 42 points. So schools, when you go back, you look at that framework, you figure out how to get 42 points or more. My Adams City High School, you don't want 42. You want plus 53. You're going to get those points, figure out how you're going to get them, and you will. You just have to know where you're going from the very beginning. Remember what I said. When I was at a school in another district, they went from D to a B to an A. That's remarkable, and that's what Adams City is going to do. We're going to just, when they come up here next year, we're going to be celebrating. So make sure that everyone understands the data. When you write your Unified Improvement Plan, you can't just write it and put it up on the wall. You write that plan, make sure that all your staff understands it, make sure that everyone does their part. The high school, you want your English department, you want your math department. PE, you don't get a free ride, or anyone else. Everyone has to help our students with reading and writing. If you're a PE teacher, a music teacher, any other specials, you're all in this together. Remember that. So in order to get to that performing, everyone has to help. Remember that, everyone. So the expectations are going to be very, very high because, again, to get what we want, we have to work harder and smarter. One thing that's going to be very important, and I know to get points on your framework, is attendance. So let's look at the attendance. We're not doing too bad. And when I went in front of the state board, I already gave the high school the story. They said, because remember, the other schools, let's give them a hand because they're all over 90%. And high school, when I was up there trying to write the plan, I told you yesterday, in front of the state board, they said, Dr. Abrego, the high school's attendance has been 86% for the last 6 years. What makes you think you can turn it around? And I just said, we'll do it. And they looked at me and said, like, you can't. I said, we will do it. So everyone in this room, and especially the high school, I said, I want to go back in front of that state board and tell them, you said it hadn't been done in 5 or 6 years. Here it is. This is our attendance for this school year, the 2017, 2018, and we were at plus 95%, and we exceeded the state average. So that's where we're going, and that's what we're going to do. So keep that in mind. Attendance is very important. And again, we're there. We're there. So once we do that, everything else is going to fall in line. So keep that in mind. We don't ask too much. I mean, we want all our students be here every day. That's what I tell our parents. If you send them, we're going to take care of the rest. So that's very, very important. But as I said, we're getting better and better. So don't ever feel down. I know that we're not where we want to be, but the important thing is keep moving up, keep getting better, believe in better. So here's something about our data that people, when I went in front of the state board, they didn't say these things, but did you know this? 60% of the district's rating is based on growth. Remember that when you're working on your plan. 60% of the district's rating is based on growth, student growth. So I want to share with you some recent district data that's related to growth and how close we're coming to exceeding the state expectation. So these are good things going on in our district. I can't share the specific data with you yet because it's embargoed, right? But once we get that data, we can even go further. But these are just basic things. Number one, the percentage of students who met or exceeded achievement expectations increased in both math and English language arts across the district last year. Two, the percentage in growth in both math and English language arts increased across the district from last year. So we're moving in the right direction. Grades 6 and 8 through 8, you're tough. I didn't even say what you did yet, and you're already clapping, but you did do good things. Here's the middle school, grades 6 through 8, growth percentiles are above the state average. In both language arts and math. Give them a hand. Give them a hand. So this is the good data. No one shares that, right? We don't see that on the news, but keep going. Growth percentages at Adams City Middle School, Kearney, Monaco, Kemp, DuPont, Alsop, and Rose Hill increased in both math and language arts. That's very important, and I got to give you some other news too. Central and Hanson, you were doing it too. You increased in English language arts, so again, congratulations. As I said, we have to keep motivating each other. You know, don't get down. Don't let anybody bring us negative because we're doing great things here. So here's some more good news about the English language learners. You know that we have a lot of English language learners here in Commons. It doesn't hurt us. It does not hurt us. What does the data say? The growth percentage of English language learners at Kearney exceeded the state average in math. Okay, and again, about our middle school, let's keep going with some more positive data. Adams City Middle School leads percentages of growth in the district in the English language arts category. And that's good news for the high school, right? Because you're going to be getting some top-notch students, so again, thank you. And Kearney leads the percentage of growth in the district in math, so keep going, Kearney. In our elementary schools, the fifth grade percentage of growth at Kemp in math meets the state expectations. Congratulations. And the fourth grade percentage of growth at Rose Hill in English language arts meets the state expectation. So we're not where we want to be, but we're getting there. So again, thank you. And when we keep saying thank you for your dedication to our district, we really mean it. And when I first got here, I told the board, everyone, we have all the people here. We have the right people. We just need to all come together with one focus and make sure that we get there. So thank you again. I'm not done because, you know, I'm going to show you one of our little products here. again, we have great students. You saw the seniors right at the beginning. Well, now you're going to get to see the other end. At this time, I'm going to have one of our students come up here, and I want to introduce her. She is a student. She's going into second grade. She's not a second grader yet, so she was in first grade, and I want to introduce her. Her name is Miranda Marquez. She is going to be a second grade student. Oh, I'm sorry, before I introduce her, let's put her on video so you know who she is, and then we'll bring her on live.
These are the days, these are days you remember. Never before and never since. I promise. Will the whole world be warm as this? And as you feel it, you'll know it's true. That you are blessed and lucky. It's true that you are touched by something that will grow and bloom in you. These are days you remember when May is rushing over you with desire to be part of the miracles you see in every hour. You know it's true that you are blessed and loved.
Adams 14 has pioneered a Seal of Biliteracy program where students graduating from high school can receive a certificate to honor their mastery of 2 languages. Biliterate families and multicultural students are strong assets to the community, and the ability to speak more than 1 language is a marketable skill for today's graduates. Watch as this student demonstrates her knowledge of animal habitats using both her mastery of English and Spanish.
Aprendimos acerca de los animales con el internet porque vimos diferentes videos de los animales y que comen y de diferentes partes. There's a lot of animals around the world, and there's a lot of places and deserts and forests and yeah. La selva tropical y el desierto. La selva tropical y el desierto parecen en que los dos son habitats. So I learned that there might be animals in the desert and other deserts, even though it's hot. They can still survive. Este animal vive en el desierto, se llama conejo libre. So, estas son unas plantas que plantamos en mi clase de escuela de verano. Como esta creo que va a ser la más grande de estas. Era bien asombroso cuando los vi que crecieron. Y como el de Valentín, como me asombró y le necesitaba que decir. Y luego él andaba, wow, qué chido, la mía creció mucho.
These types of bilingual classes can be found in all Adams 14 schools, where students are developing biliteracy by learning academics in both English and Spanish.
Well, you saw her on video, now you're going to see her in person. The soon to be second grade student at Monaco, Miranda Marquez.
Hola, mi nombre es Miranda Márquez. Yo tengo 7 años y estoy en el segundo grado en la primaria Mónaco. Les quiero dar la bienvenida a otro año escolar. A mí me encanta todo acerca de la escuela y cuando yo sea grande quiero ser una administradora, maestra o mujer policía. Estoy aquí para darles 3 consejos para tener en mente y completar un año exitoso. Número 1, no te rindas. Número 2, ayuden a los estudiantes a aprender mucho. Número 3, ayuden a los estudiantes a creer que ellos lo pueden hacer. Les quiero dar gracias a todos los maestros y personal de la primaria Mónaco y les deseo un año escolar exitoso. Hi, my name is Miranda Marquez. I am 7 years old and I am in 2nd grade at Monaco Elementary. I want to welcome you back to another school year. I like everything about school and I want to be either a principal, teacher, or police officer. I am here today to give you 3 tips to keep in mind so that your year is a successful one. Number 1, don't give up. Number 2, help kids learn a lot. Number 3, help kids believe they can do it. I want to thank all the teachers and staff of Monaco Elementary, and I hope you have an awesome school year.